Today I'm with Mario. He is the founder of Radiant Light Studio. Mario, can you tell us your story on why you start your business?
Yeah, actually, I was making these pictures for quite a while as gifts for family members, and my wife said that I should print them and put them out there because she thought that other people would enjoy them as well. And so
Listen
I
to the
started doing
wife.
that. Yeah, absolutely. She was very smart.
And how long ago was that?
So I just started putting these pictures out in November. I've been doing the artwork since high school, so 40 years,
4 years.
32 years.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
And that you haven't been coming to market for a long time at all.
This is the second time at this one, but I've only done 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
How has it been so far?
It's been really fun. I've enjoyed meeting all the people and kind of making new friends and seeing all the creativity that's out there. It's been great as far as a social activity. And yeah, lots of conversations with people with the theme of my artwork. People share their stories and we kind of connect over that.
Can you explain more about the theme of your artwork?
So most of the artwork that I have out here is definitely inspirational related. I like to produce pictures of Christ and him with people. And part of that is because I feel like there's a connection that people can make with that. And I just not a lot of diverse artwork locally. And so I wanted to put some more diverse stuff out there for people.
And how did that idea come to be Christ Center? Are you a Christian by background?
Yeah. So it was actually something that I really believe in. And so the opportunity, I actually give away more pictures than I sell. And so getting a picture of Christ in people's homes and allowing them to have that opportunity to connect with the Savior on a daily basis, that's kind of where it came from, is getting the word out.
And when you come to a market like this, how do you know how much inventory to bring?
I have no idea. I just kind of keep a rolling inventory and see what people like. And then I'll go get more of those. I'll get more of what sells. But most of this is, I print probably 5 or 6 of each picture and then keep those until they run out and get more after that. So it's really not a very good science because I have a lot.
How long does it take you to draw one of those pictures?
So a normal picture probably takes a couple weeks actually, because I'll always go back. Even when I think it's done, I'll go back and revisit it and change things. And some of the pictures, if you look, I do all the artwork digitally. And so I can take aspects of one picture and put them in another picture. And so using a template and stuff like that, I can create more artwork that way.
Yeah, I mean, it reduces the time you have to go back.
And you'll see that the characteristics are very similar in all the pictures because I wanted to maintain a little bit of connection between all of them. Same person in each picture.
Sound good. I don't want to be controversial. Do you get pushback on how you do Christ? I know people get.
No, you know what? And when I do get people that talk to me about the different looks that Christ has that are out there. But for the most part, I think my personal opinion is that he's your savior. So what you envision him as, what you see him as, may not be the same for everybody. So that's okay. And so when I get pushback, I just say, you're welcome to view how you think he's viewed. And this is how I think. It's just artwork.
And when you come to market like this, I know, some vendors think the booth fees is too high. How do you pick the market to go to? Do you care about how much the entry fees is?
No, actually, I've paid all over the spectrum for entry fees. I think it's more about location. And so if I like where it's at and it feels comfortable to me, then I normally don't have an issue with the booth fees.
Then you just go and make you sell your product.
Yeah.
And how much, if someone want to do what you do, how much would it cost for them to begin? Like, what is the startup cost?
So actually, the startup cost is whatever your medium is. So if you wanted to do on paper with watercolors, you can. For me, I started on an iPad, which was a few $100s and $70 for Procreate. But yeah, once you get that I don't have to buy any more media to produce the art, and then it's finding a vendor that can print it. So it's not too expensive. I would say my first show, I spent about $300 total to put the booth together.
That's not bad at all.
No, not bad at all.
Um,
And because it's art, you get to reproduce the same thing over and over again.
that's good. What advice would you give to a vendor that that is watching this, don't want to come but they're on the edge? What would you tell them?
Take the risk. Like I think being passionate about something, if you really enjoy it and you're wanting to see what it's like, go out, and you don't have to do it more than once. So go out and see what it's like, see what kind of connections you make. And like, this has turned into a hobby for me. It's not my livelihood per se, but I still enjoy coming and getting out away from behind the computer, away from, behind the TV, and interacting with people. So do it.
And what's the future for the business?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I would like to start. I'm considering starting a website called the My Savior Project, where people come right in and get a free picture, like an 11 by 14 or an 8 by 8, just to send them because they're wanting a picture of Christ in their house. But I put aside some of the funds from each of these and store it up so I can print. Like I said, I give away probably more than I sell. And so I use that money to buy extra. In fact, this is the one that I'm giving away at this show. And so this is, if someone shows interest and they're like, oh, this is really nice, and has issue with buying or anything, then I give them one of these until I run out.
Especially with this inflation.
Yeah, right now it's pretty bad. It's interesting that you mentioned that, because some of the places that I print are overseas and they're not taking orders right now because it costs them too much.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Tariff hit the farmer markets.
Yeah, when it keeps fluctuating too much to make a decision.
And where can people find you?
So I'm at radiantlightstudio.net online, and I have all my pictures there. You can get them in any sizes. I also, my cards have my direct number, so I get texts from people all the time.
You have Instagram or Facebook?
Instagram. I'm on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook. I haven't expanded beyond those because those are kind of the most popular common spaces right now. And I was already on them, so it's easy to manage.
All right, Mario. Thank you for chatting with us, and good luck today, and good luck in the adventure.
Awesome.
Hey, my man. Can I take a video of your product? Thank you. I don't wanna get sued for copyright. I will defend my right. So you gotta have fun. Today, I'm with Kelsie. She's the founder, creator of Kelsie Crochet. Kelsie, tell us your story. How did you get started in creating this stuff?
I started crocheting when I was a teenager, and I crocheted one scarf and then stopped. And then around 2019, I saw some of these and I was like, these are cute. So I decided to learn how to make the animals for my son. And then I went to YouTube and I learned on YouTube how to make these.
YouTube University.
Yeah. And I learned on YouTube, and then I kind of officially started my business in 2020 when a lot of people were...
That's when COVID?
Yes. So I started doing this while I was going through fertility treatments, and that's kind of what inspired me to start my business and kept me busy. And I love it. It's my passion and hobby now. So
that's good. And so how long, you started in 2020, but how long have you been coming to craft show market like this?
I did my first market, I think my first market was in like 2022, maybe 2021 or 2022. So probably like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, you're good. And you go like once a month and stuff like that?
I probably do 4 to 6 markets each year. So I guess every other month about. So yeah. Sometimes I do smaller markets like this, and then other times I do big ones that are like 3-day markets at like county fairs and stuff. So
And how do you find them?
um uh Instagram, searching like boutiques, markets, fairs, craft fair, stuff like that. Facebook, searching on Facebook. Um yeah, mostly just social media, just finding different markets on social media.
And I guess, do you worry about the entry fees that much, or do you, based on if you think you're gonna make your money, you go? I know some vendor, like some vendor get they don't want to go if it's like over $50, and like, I don't know if I'm gonna
Yeah.
make fees.
It depends. I mean, I've paid $25 for a market, and then I've paid $400 for a market. So it just kind of depends. And it depends. Like you have to just kind of look at what you have for your inventory and decide what's worth the vendor fee, whether you want to pay that or not. So, and it's always a risk because you never know. Sometimes some people don't make their market fee or their vendor fee back. They don't make that back with their sales. And that's just kind of a risk you have to take.
Yeah. Talking about inventory, how do you decide on how much inventory to bring to a market?
Um, uh, it depends on how long the market is, like if it's a multiple day market or if it's just a few hours, how big your space is. Um, and if you know if the market is like popular or not, like if you've heard it and you see people post about it and like you go to their Instagram page and they have tens of thousands of followers or something, like you can kind of gauge how big the market is and like how many people might be attending. So
And if someone is watching this, how much do you think it costs? From the bare bone, if you want to start something like this, how much money you think someone need to invest to start something like this?
um I don't know, it just depends. I mean, you have to have tables, you have to have chairs, and sometimes if you're outside you have to have a tent. um you have to have all the display things to put your product on. And I mean,
$1,000?
I don't know. It's hard to say because it does depends on how much you're willing to go into it, you know? Because like I bought a tablet, I bought my tent, and it was just kind of over a span of a year or two where I bought things. So it wasn't like one initial investment, but I'd say you're gonna have to invest at least anywhere from $300,000, depending on what you're doing and what product you're making or producing. So,
Fair enough. And what do you see? I mean, what's the future of the business?
mine,
Yeah.
um, I don't know. I'm gonna do it until I don't want to do it anymore. So I really love doing it. I've been doing it for years and years, and some markets are really successful and some aren't. So I don't know. I would say I'd be doing it for the foreseeable future. So we'll see.
And where can people find you?
I'm mostly on Instagram at Kelsie's Crochet, and this is my logo on Instagram. Um, and yeah, it's where I am most of the time.
All right. Thank you, Kelsie, and good luck today and tomorrow.
Thank you.